Throughout history, it has been the inaction who would have acted, the indifference of those who should have known better, the silence of the voice of when it mattered most. That has made it possible for evil to triumph. It is a spiritual war, mental war, physical war. Sure, Ellis is here. Jehovah evil have no fear. Watch it now. War in a Babylon between love and hate. I tell you. War in a Babylon. Separate the lean from the straight. Watch it now. War in a Babylon between love and hate. I tell them. War in a Babylon, but Rastaman a hold the way. Good and no peasant it is for us to dwell in unity. But here comes Babylon with them hypocrisy. Brainwash education, leave the youths in illusion. All in all, it is the fight against the Rastaman. Hey, war in a Babylon between love and hate. I tell them, war in a Babylon, separate the lean from the straight. What you know, war in a Babylon between love and hate. I tell them, war in a Babylon, Rastaman now hold the way. It's a religious war, racial war, fighting for wealth and promote health. Babylon come with them evil spell, yeah. Well, you better seek the scripture. Do not get caught up in their rapture. Never let them school you. They only wanna abuse you. War in a Babylon between love and hate. I tell them.
Locked in 2020 weekend, Failure Sports, FM89. Got the artist in studio right now who's flying high from his recent album launch. Nature, Ellis. Nature, welcome.
Yes, it's a joy. I give thanks for having I, you know, of course.
All right, so Nature, the last time you were here, you spoke about the album that you were working on.
Yes.
Now the work has been done.
Yes.
And the album has been launched.
Yes.
So firstly, let's talk about the launch itself. What was the album launch like?
The album launch was, I got a lot of supporters. You know, a lot of media houses, you know, came out to cover it. You know, the fans came out, you know, people came out and I realized that, you know, it reassured, you know, I that, you know, people out there really were looking forward to some new material, new music from Nature Ellis, you know. It only said that I have an audience out there that still seeking for more positive energy and positive music because, you know, it's relevant. Yeah.
So it says definitely a far away from for the young man from Montego Bay, I think it was, who trotted to town not being sure where it's gonna stay.
Yeah.
You know, being a man who has established yourself in the music and is now putting out projects.
Yeah. Because, you know, when I came to coming to Kingston was like it's not like I knew what was gonna happen, you know, but I just didn't know
and when
the roads that it would have taken, you know, and how difficult it would have been at times because a lot of people as young artists, you know, as a young artist hear songs on the radio, seeing these artists on the television and all these things. You think that okay, you have a talent, you can just come in this business and just once you can sing and you can perform, it's that, you know what I mean? But it comes with a lot of other things. You gotta study the business part of it, you know what I mean? A lot of wolves and leopards out there, you know, and a lot of good people as well. You know what I mean? So if when you study certain things within whatever field you're in, you will be able to make certain decisions. You know what I mean? And so it's a journey for I, and out of the journey comes now my own record label called Preserve Nature Entertainment, and it comes out of that my first project, my first album, which is called Awaken. So this is the album for this time, for them time to come also. You know what I mean? Because we need to be awakened right now. So many of us are sleeping. And this is the album to open the eyes of the people, to let them be awake to what's going on, what I mean, in our society today, within the world and the whole,
And when you talk about the fact that it's your first album, a lot of your fans would not really realize that all this time they've been hearing the songs like World Peace, Look, and all those other songs. It was never ever a compiled body of work.
Well, yes, there was a compiled body of work, out there, an album called Life's Journey.
Right,
But a lot of people do not know about it. I think probably it was under promoted
right,
and so forth. But at the same time, regards to the singles such as World Peace, quite a number of people know some of the
right,
singles from like World Peace, as I mentioned, Trying Man and all these songs. And know some songs even before that
right.
time, like Wasting Time. Why are you wasting your time? And hold on. The battle must be won. And those things from before even World Peace and so forth. But for the ones who have been following nature
Right.
music, yeah,
And right
nature
now,
Ellis music.
this must have a kind of a double joy thing in that this album is has just come out, but the reception based on the turnout at the launch and the feedback you have been getting is great.
Yeah.
And this is also your first major production attempt.
Well,
As
it's not even an attempt right now. It has been it happened
well, attempt
because
meaning at the time you took it on, it was an attempt
yeah,
at that point.
you know
Now it's come to pass.
yeah, because the album was released on digital stores since the 7th
Right.
of this month of February, and but we have the launch last Monday on the 17th. And
Which is
it,
something
it
I like, because there are times when people come to an album launch and they like the album and there's a buzz, but the album is not available as yet because the launch is sometime before the release. But the minute a man hears this album and gets caught in the energy, he can go and acquire it immediately.
yes, and I want to tell you, I made it available also in Music Mart at Music Mart in Kingston here. So they can get a hard copy here in Jamaica for now. For now, the only outlet we have right now regards to Awaken album uh is it's in Music Mart. Yeah, it's in Music Mart, So
Yeah, and you have a physical copy in your hand right now, which
yes,
you brought.
man,
So
we have
it's
a physical copy.
yeah, man. So the album is available in CD. Who knows? Maybe depending on the European demand, you may have to do a few vinyl.
Of course, that's the reason why I am doing these things, because we got to try to put our music, we get let our music be reachable.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we got to preserve, just like how my name, I name nature, and my label name Preserve Nature Entertainment. We have to preserve the way how music is supposed to be done.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because what nice it is when you have a CD in your and a record in your hand, and it just get that vibe with that intimate thing.
I, I can tell you, brother. Today, I don't really play CDs, but for the albums that I really appreciate,
Yeah,
I like the hard copy in my hand.
right.
You know,
It is true. A lot of people are like us,
yeah,
and out there, because even at the album launch, I had them on sale, and quite a number of people purchased the album. You know what I
exactly.
mean? And even I have my T-shirts also. Um, and people purchase some of the T-shirts. Also, the Preserve Nature Entertainment T-shirt with my picture and all these things, and the album as well. And big respect to Short Yard. Um, that's right across from Rich B gas station. They sell ital food, and all
Right.
these things. And there's a store over there, Short Yard Production, where they can get my merch, like my T-shirt, for example, and all these things. Preserve Nature Entertainment T-shirt. Because guess what? We have to support We got to support each other in order for us to support. We got to support us in order for us to support more people.
And the other side to it, brother, is that we see it on the road all the time. When you go to these major overseas based artists, shows and concerts, they have their merchandise, their marketing. Back in the day when albums were being sold in a more physical way, when you did a tour to promote an album, you had your merchandise and the tour, your t-shirts, your hats, your physical albums and all of this. So you are basically taking it back to basic and doing it the way it should be done in a professional manner.
Right. That's right. Exactly what I'm saying. Because all right, observation. Observation does a lot.
Right.
I have been around and studying the thing, trying to understand what but going on the road, as I said, because first of all, I did a tour in 2000. My first tour was in 2009. When we was just me and my virgin of mine just doing our own thing. After Ricardo Baby Gardner gave me that strength. You
Right.
know what I mean? Ricardo Gardner sent me a road and thing, and then a virgin of mine now by the name of Chris now, he also started to give me a strength and set up some shows in Europe and all these things. And we're doing our own thing right there and tour Europe. And when I went to Europe and I started to see how you go to some of these festivals and these shows, whether it's a club show or it's a festival, you see people with their
Yep.
merchandise, CDs, you have key rings, you have, all these little things and your shirts, t-shirts and all these things. And it makes sense because you're running a business, And even working on my first album here independently right now, it take money to do this. You know what I mean? Money is not what motivates us to do the album, but it takes money because the bills got to pay at the studios. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? If people are doing harmony on the songs, they got to be paid. You know what I mean? So, and the list goes on and on
But
and on.
before you even reach the studio to pay
Yeah,
the bills has to pay at home because if you're
right.
hungry, you can't make it to the studio.
Thank you very much. So people got to
It takes
understand that.
money to make the music. So I always encourage people. You like the artist, support the artist.
Support
Cause
the
it
artist.
keep the artist working
And
if you like the music.
trust me, it was even yesterday. I was so surprised yesterday. I called a DJ and me and myself was on the phone, and he plays sound system and so forth. And we were having a dialogue, and I said to him that, oh, I have an album for you, and him said, Nature, tell her this. Me no want the album to be free. Me want buy the album. Them want support the car. Me a real fan, and he's a presenter. I said to me that he want pay for the album. I was like, yo, this is special.
Definitely.
Then I mean, but he was at the launch and he didn't get a copy at the launch. But the vibe that he got at the launch made the day after that. He said, Nature, trust me, the energy me don't want to get a CD for free. More want to pay for the CD because it feels personal.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's the power of this album, Awaken. And
Right.
I urge people, go and get it and from these digital stores, you know what I mean? And support the thing, support the cause because a positive music we do, and a lot of people out there sometimes them voice and opinions, and if opinion them sound a way where where oh no, no more of them artists and not the good music and positive. You need more artists to do positive music, but we gotta overstand that we gotta support our artists that are doing positive music. You know what I mean? So I myself, Nature Ellis, with a production um album such as Awaken. I urge you all to go and get it. You know what I mean? And if you can't get it online, if you don't know how to deal with the online stuff, because not everyone know how to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at least as I have one outlet right now so far where you can get a hard copy, and that is Music Mart. Big respect to Music Mart.
I go take a break now, come back and then give them a chance to get a feel of some more tracks on the album.
Yes, thank you.
Preserve Nature Entertainment. Don't you forget the nest where you used to rest. Your mother and father did their very best. the nest where you used to rest. No one in this world is like your mother and father. They want you honor and respect, my friend. You're ungrateful to call them a fool. You should never forget the nest where you used to rest. Yee-haw! Hey, hey! Reserve Nature Entertainment. Don't you forget. Honor your mother and your father too, so that your days may be long upon the land. Spit in the sky, it will fall in your eyes, that's no lie. Those who help you, you're against, my friend. You're ungrateful to call them a fool. You should never forget the nest where you used to rest.
Still locked into Entertainment Weekly, still on KLS Sports FM 89. Still got Nature in the house. I tell you, Nature, I'm sitting, but I look down on the foot, them that go out, some serious things, some serious leg work I take place in the chair.
Yeah.
You know, it had that real authentic cafe to it.
Yeah.
You know, the vibe of the lyrics, the vibe of the singing.
Yeah.
So, you know, it touching, so the album have some range to
Variety.
it.
Variety. What we do, we got to embrace um all the genre of music that comes out of Jamaica, because you know they're still so relevant. You know what I mean. And sometimes I don't know. Even we find we have other genres and all these things. We shouldn't just abandon these scam music and all these things, because
the world is running with it.
it's very lucrative all over the world. You know what I mean? You still can earn from it. You know what I mean? It is still good music. You know what I mean? And we need to learn to appreciate, love our culture and the thing that our culture gives to us, so that we can use as a tool to spread the message. We just get up every day and some of us try to be in this box. And okay, listen to me, you're a Jamaican. You should be able, if you're a Jamaican artist, you should be able to just say, okay, I'm a ska, I do ska, I do reggae, I do dancehall, I do calypso, whatever. You do these things that are a part of Jamaican culture within the musical aspect.
As I think I said to you in our last interview, if you have a message to spread, if you only sing on one drop reggae, the man who listens dancehall will never hear your message.
So the thing about it, if you are spontaneous enough, if you are an artist who is versatile enough, that can sing on a reggae rhythm or a rhythm that or whatever, and you can DJ and a dancehall rhythm also, as well as a reggae rhythm, and you can also be versatile enough to do something on a ska rhythm without losing the essence of you still being talented and these beats.
Definitely.
Do it. You know what I mean? And that is some of the things people limit themselves in, not only in music, within, especially here. Because for example, traveling all over the place, sometimes you find some people who have 5 jobs.
Yep.
They have 5 jobs. You understand? A lot of people out there in the world, they have 3 jobs. You know what I mean?
Can't limit yourself.
A lot of people here, especially here, we find out, okay, what do you do? I'm gonna tell you, say, okay, I am only a mason. And I'm gonna tell you, say, I'm only an artist. Listen, I am not just an artist. You know what I understand me I say? Cause just to be an artist alone, somehow we limit ourselves. Just being an artist, we can find some other things to do, and we are the artists. You know what I mean?
This may be at the forefront of what you do,
Do right,
but there are other things that you do around that.
right. You know what I mean? So it's like a man get 10 talent. I'm gonna check it out now. He might just do one.
Because as I always tell people, brother, life and the human body is so fickle. You can get up tomorrow and can't sing.
You know, just put it this way. You see, whatever your purpose is, I always tell people try to know what's your purpose. And your
Yeah.
purpose do not have to be one thing. You can have purpose more than a purpose. You like, you know what I mean? You can you can present, and a lot of people, they can play music outside, not like in the street, but they can't play music while being on the radio. You know what I mean? And you have some people. So it's like it's almost seems like the same type of talent. For example, a man who can play music in a radio station, and him can play also outside, and him can, it's like, use it. Don't limit yourself. You know what I mean? For
Definitely.
example, you know what I mean? The list can go on and on. If you're a farmer, you can try if you have a outlet where you sell your products there.
Never
You
limit
can say
yourself.
start from a little style until you get a turn a supermarket where you sell your thing, you plant your thing, then you have a store to sell them.
But what we're definitely going to do now is give the listeners a chance to hear you do what they like to hear you do most, which is sing.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, I don't want you to leave. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We should be together. Oh, mama. Though you packed your bags and ready to go, let's stick around and take it slow. I know I can't change your mind. All I'm asking is one more night. So ups and downs in relationship. Let's come together, bring back the magic. It's not for God that we can fix. Baby, don't leave me like this. Love me for the last time. Ooh, before you say goodbye to me. Ooh, love me for the last time. Ooh, before you say goodbye to me. Ooh, I don't wanna see you go. Not enough to let you know you mean more than all the world to me. Yeah, yeah. Wish that I could change your mind, turn back the end of time. Baby, please be mine. Love me for the last time. Ooh, before you say goodbye to me. Ooh, love me for the last time. Ooh, before you say goodbye to me. Ooh, tough, tough, tough. Nature Ellis with another one. It's just the system, I say. It's just the system making you a victim. Whoa, whoa. It's just the system. Tell you it's the system making you a victim. Whoa, whoa, no. Young lady, go off to school, trying to make something of herself. Mom and dad cannot afford the school fee. On the side she juggle. What a struggle, just the system making you a victim. Whoa, whoa, it's just the system. Out there is so rough, out there is so tough. So much guns and ammunition to put you in the dirt. the system making you a victim. Oh, whoa, it's just the system making you a victim. Ooh,
So this is a track called The System, and before that we
Yeah.
had The Last Time, taken from the album titled Awaken.
Awaken.
Awaken, Nature
Yeah.
Ellis.
Yeah.
Nature, so definitely an album worth checking out, music worth listening to. Remind us how can we get the album?
Yes, you can get it on digital and in all digital stores, like talking about like iTunes and so forth, etc. And you can get a hard copy right here in Jamaica at Music Mart in Kingston. So check it on our digital platform. You can get the album to buy, and you can also get a hard copy for now at Music Mart until I get the other outlets to sign off.
And who knows, maybe they might have the right timing and turn up at Music Mart while you're there and get it signed.
Well, who knows? Yeah, it can be arranged. It can be arranged.
Definitely. So Nature, much respect. Thanks for coming through. We'll definitely keeping our eyes on this album and tracking its success.
Right. Of course. And to contact and Preserve Nature Entertainment, you can call 1876, of course, 507-7044. And you can link us up on Instagram at official Nature Ellis Music. And you can email us at Nature Music Movement at Gmail. Yeah, for the bookings, to find out, get information and all these things.
Come and tend to the fit.
Beautiful woman.
There must be something she can do. I don't want to be feeling blue.
Listen.
Tell her it's a case of emergency.
1199.
Time for Nature Ellis to feel irie. My night nurse.
Nubian queen.
Only you alone can quench this your thirst.
Listen.
My night nurse.
Yeah, I think he definitely seems a lot laid back, more laid back than he was at Man United for sure. I think that year off might have done him a lot of good. So yeah, I think he is obviously looking forward to the challenge. He loves a challenge. The man just loves to win. You know, it is what it is. We just got to make the best out of the opportunity we've got.
Not long now till we find out how the first leg of that